Boker Tov, everyone. Good morning. So great to see you all here. We are going to begin, as we do each morning, by singing Psalm 27, starting with verse 4. And I invite you to join with me in singing these words of prayer. Ha'chalti made Hashem O Tavakesh, O Tavakesh, O Shifti B'Vet Hashem, Kol Yemei Chayai, Shifti B'Vet Hashem, Kol Yemei Chayai. Oh, Shifti B'Vet Hashem, Kol Yemei Chayai. Shifti B'Vet Hashem, Kol Yemei Chayai. One thing I ask of the Eternal, only that do I seek, to live in the house of God all the days of my life, to gaze upon the beauty of the Eternal, and to frequent God's temple. This morning we'll hear a reflection by Karyn Zafran about just how we deal with this crazy situation that we all find ourselves in. I'd love to share with you her words.
Hi, it's Karyn Zafran, and Rabbi asked me to provide some reflection for the month of Elul. I am kind of going to answer a few of her questions all at once. During this time, a person that's had someone that's had a profound effect on my life is my daughter. Obviously, children do that. And she is someone who has inspired me during this time. She's a college student and she has been home since March. And we've talked about her experience and how it's different than what she expected. And she has approached it from the perspective of there's not much she can change about the situation, so she's just going to roll with it. And she's moving forward with her studies. If you think back just a few decades, it would be much more difficult for us to continue with working and studying and connecting with each other, and we're still able to do that. So her resilience in this period has been the inspiration for me, and clarified kind of what the situation is. And so I each day, and not just days, but as we approach that period, just try to do something for her each day and try to learn from her each day. So that's about it. Happy high holidays to everyone.
Thank you so much, Karyn, for your reflection. I don't know if I just lost everyone. I'm hoping not. Okay. My computer is going crazy. See, this is one of those things where you just don't know and got to roll with it a little bit. So thank you for staying with me as I figured this out. Okay, there we go. So, Karyn, you point out just how much wisdom exists among our kids, that they can teach us so incredibly much. There is just such a beauty in being there for one another and learning from people of all generations. The resilience that our kids have at this time of learning at school, of continuing education, of doing everything from living rooms is truly an inspiration. And I think that all of us, although we might have moments where we are just ready to throw up our hands, we also have moments of strength. And if we can uplift those moments of strength in one another, then we'll have more and more of it. So thank you so much for your reflection and just the importance of coming together and being able to uplift one another. I'd like us to continue by reading our words of Psalm 27 as we do each morning. And we now are reflecting on the final verse within this prayer of David. Adonai is my light and my victory. From whom shall I feel fright? Adonai is the stronghold of my life. From whom shall I feel terror? When evildoers approach me in battle to feed on my flesh, my pursuers, my adversaries, they have stumbled, they have fallen down. If a camp encamps against me, my heart will not fear. If a war arises against me, in this I would trust. One thing I have sought from Adonai, how I long for it, that I might live in the house of Adonai all the days of my life, that I might look upon the sweetness of Adonai and spend time in the palace. That you might hide me in your sukkah on a chaotic day, hide me in the hiding places of your tent, raise me high upon a rock. Now my head rises high above my enemies round about, and in your tent I'll offer offerings to the sound of the truah. I shall sing and chant praises to Adonai. Hear, Adonai, my voice, I am crying out, be gracious to me, answer me. My heart has said to you, seek my face. I am seeking your face, Adonai. Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in anger. You have been my help. Do not forsake me. Do not abandon me, God of my deliverance. For my father and my mother have abandoned me, yet Adonai gathers me up. Make your path apparent to me. Guide me in the upright road because of those up ahead who lie in wait for me. Do not hand me over to the lust of my adversaries, for false witnesses have risen against me, puffing violently. Had I not the faith that I would see the goodness of God in the land of life, wait for Adonai. Fill your waiting with hope in Adonai. Let your heart be strong and of good courage, and wait hopefully for Adonai. We've been focusing on this last line. Wait for Adonai. Fill your waiting with hope in Adonai. Let your heart be strong and of good courage, and wait hopefully for Adonai. Today in her book, Deborah Robbins focuses on these two words, v'yametz libecha, which can be translated v'yametz is having courage. Libecha means really in your heart. And so I share with you the words from her liturgical poem entitled Courage Every Day. Chazak v'yametz libecha. It is difficult Hebrew to translate. The common translation, be strong and of good courage, is accessible but lacks heart. Another translation, let your heart be strong and of good courage, places too much burden on the heart. To be both strong and courageous. I prefer to separate the two verbs, chazak, you are strong, v'yametz libecha, and in addition, you will be courageous of heart. This strong heart has nothing to do with exercise. It's what the Musar tradition calls heart courage, building the strength, the muscle, the will to do what we are called to do in the world, sacred work in partnership with God, with humility, dignity, urgency, and patience, all at the same time. Like the art of translation, it's not easy. It might be easier to train for a marathon, which is what we do when it comes to being strong and of courageous heart. The Talmud teaches that 3 experiences drain heart strength. fear, pachad, travel, derech, and sin, avon. During the season of awe, I tremble in fear. My heart pounds, my strength fails me. But I am here. I am encouraging. I travel toward healing and renewal. Heart courage in my chest. It steadies me. It regulates me and recenters me with each step, with each beat, each breath. I name sins over and over again, uncovering one and then the next. So many I want to turn away or simply cease the work. But I stay. I am learning courage. The words of the concluding song on Yom Kippur morning reverberate in my ear. Hayom ta'amsenu. Today, this year, every day. Remind me of my heart strength, to keep couraging through fear and away from sin, to keep the journey of living turning from what is wrong, destructive, hurtful to the self, to others, the world, to you, and live with courage and hope. Today and every day, may we strive to live with courage and hope. May we strive to be courageous. In just a couple of days, we'll be gathering together, actually, not even a couple of days. Tomorrow evening, we'll be gathering for Rosh Hashanah to come together and celebrating this very strange and I hope very uplifting new year. The cantor and I have been working diligently along with an incredible team of leaders and Shoni and Carrie, who I can't say enough about. We are so grateful for everything that you do. But we've been working so hard in order to create what I think will be a really meaningful High Holy Day experience. And at some points, we might feel the loss of not being in our sacred building, the loss of not embracing one another with hugs and with smiles, the loss of having conversations in the bathroom or chit-chatting through my sermon, whatever it is, just the feeling that we have of being present with one another. But I hope at the same time, we'll feel gains and we'll have the courage to truly take on those gains. We'll gain the ability to be in one another's homes on Zoom. We'll gain the ability to set up a place in our own home that feels sacred and personal. We'll gain the ability through technology to connect with people who are members both living in San Pedro and people who are living all over the country or even world. We'll gain the ability for people in nursing homes and hospitals to be able to be part of our sacred community. We'll gain the ability to be together in new and exciting ways. And some of the programs that we're doing this year, from our Rosh Hashanah Seder, featuring some members of our congregation who will talk about their experiences and their Sephardic roots, I think will be a different kind of opportunity that we wouldn't have otherwise had. So yeah, this year is different. And this year requires some moral courage, requires some religious courage of finding hope, but I think that it'll be well worth it, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with each and every one of you. I also just want to thank you so much for being here. So everyone who is here this morning, Riva and Debbie, Diane and Jay, Elliot and Michelle, Laurel and Ellie, Pam, Marla, Laurel, Chris, Dee, Donnie, Rima, Rivka. So many people are here this morning. Hello to Ellie and Pam and Andrea and Deborah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making our community so sacred. Without you, it just wouldn't have the light and the hope and the love that it does. So thank you so much. And for everyone who joins us later in the day, I'm incredibly grateful for your presence as well. We turn back to our PowerPoint so that we can hear the sound of the shofar. And this morning, Mark Davis is going to be sounding the shofar for us.
Tekiah, Shavarim, Teruah, Tekiah.
So beautifully done, Mark. Thank you for that. Of course, we conclude our Elul reflection with our Mishaberach prayer, our prayer for healing in this world, healing for everyone who's near the wildfires, healing for everyone who is near the hurricanes, healing for everyone dealing with COVID-19 who's sick from any condition, healing from those of us who simply need uplift in the midst of this challenging time. For all of us, let us offer these words of prayer. Lisa Levine's Mishaberach. Mishaberach Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov. Mishaberach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Bless us with the vision for tomorrow. Help us to reach out to those in pain. May the warmth of friendship ease our sorrow. Give us courage, give us strength, show us the way. Mishaberach Avotenu, Mishaberach Imotenu. Hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. I hope you all have a wonderful day. At 12 o'clock, you are welcome to join as Rabbi Catherine Mummert will be leading a beautiful Torah study, which I'm sure you don't want to miss. And then tomorrow, we will be coming back right here at 9 a.m. for our final Elul reflection. And it will be featuring our phenomenal new educator, Randy Scher. So I hope that you can join for that as we do our final approach to the High Holy Days. Have a great day.